Don't tell him. I'm stealing the march on them at the moment. So hey guys, vlog 128, and kind of back to the normal run of things here with some tips and advice. And I'm very lucky to be joined today by Mr. Dan White, who works at Optix. Right, Dan?
Hello, Al.
So Dan is carving out a specialism in the world of content marketing here at Optix, and is kind of heading that up for us as an agency. So as I mentioned to you in one of the previous vlogs, the one that I did with the head of digital at the Met Office, content marketing was very high up the conversation in terms of interest and what they were up to and what we do at Optix as well. So I thought I'd get Dan on as it's relevant and ask him for a few tips on kind of how you can get started in the world of content marketing, because there's quite a lot of hype around the subject, and not all of it is good stuff, and there's an awful lot of content out there. So a few tips hopefully will help. So Dan, thank you for joining us first of all.
That's all right.
You kind of head up content marketing for us here at Optix. Are there any kind of tips or advice for these guys that just to kind of get into it in the very beginnings? You know, where do they start basically?
Yeah, no, that's cool. So I thought about 3 different things really. It's all very much dependent on planning and research. A lot of the time people just throw themselves in and they write something or they make something. They don't have the sort of insight beforehand in terms of actually going ahead and making something.
Yeah.
So the first thing to do, and I know you referenced it last week, was use something like Answer the Public. Get a real feel for who your customers are and what they're asking out there online. If they're asking questions that you can provide the answers to, then why not start there as a good place to start? There's that. The second one, and it's probably the reason why you're doing a vlog, everyone blogs. They don't vlog, they don't do video, they don't get creative in any other way.
Don't tell him. I'm stealing the march on them at the moment.
But you could do live video as well.
Yeah.
So but essentially there's loads of different things that people could be doing, but
yeah.
people end up blogging just because they think it's quick and easy and I can type. The problem is that there's thousands of other businesses out there doing that, and the market's become saturated, so you need to do something which is different.
And ironically, on that note, I actually find this a lot easier than blogging.
Oh really?
Yeah, so obviously I do blog as well, and a good article, I'd say, for me takes, I don't know, 2 to 3 hours probably at least.
Yeah.
You know, once you've researched, you've edited, you've done your SEO stuff, you've then re-edited and you've re-edited again, and then you post live. With this, and I mean this is slightly different to the ones I do at the weekend, but with this one, we'll do this. I'll edit probably the end and the beginning of it, put the music on it, which will take, you know, best part of half an hour maybe max, and then upload it. So it's actually really quite quick.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's whatever's good for you. But it's whatever stands out essentially in a good way. So there's that. It was also a case that people were just like, oh, where the hell do I start with any of my content, any of my content marketing? And actually the answer can just be, we'll start with what you've got already. Yeah. There's so many businesses out there which actually have been doing a blog or something, and they put the effort, as you say, put the hours into making it. They tweet it once, they might put it on Facebook, and then it just gets thrown into the back end of their website with no more forethought. And yet there's tons of information and articles out there which could either be shown on, share them again on any of their social media channels, or just updated. People seem to forget that content can be updated, especially with the changes in any given industry. Make it easier for people.
One of my, I can't remember who it was now that told me this, but one of the best tips that I ever heard was, when you're thinking about content to create, go and ask your salespeople what the top 5 questions that they get asked by their customers are.
Exactly.
And then, you know, you're going to have a wealth of things that you can write about straight away from day one.
But it goes back to the kind of the first point, it's just knowing your audience. People are always so wrapped up in their businesses. They think they know it, and they do know it from an expertise point of view. Yeah. But even like, I'm sure if you talk to your friends and I talk to my friends, you go, you're in digital marketing. Yeah. They go, so what's that? It's something to do with Google? Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't help, but actually if you can understand that is their level of understanding about something, you can go out and help answer them.
Definitely, really helpful. Okay, we've done 4 minutes 37 already, so we could probably talk about this all day, to be honest, Dan. So gonna have to cut it short there, I'm afraid. Right. But I'm sure I'm going to be able to get Dan back on the vlog again at some point. So I hope you found that useful, guys. And if you want to follow, in fact, Unwritten, we should tell them about.
You should.
Yes.
Follow unwritten.digital. It's a blog both me and the other members of the digital marketing team work on. So there's a ton of good articles on there about all aspects of digital marketing. I'm doing one shortly, which should be up in the next couple of weeks.
And that's kind of content marketing for ourselves, really.
Content
isn't it?
marketing about digital marketing.
Yeah, and we're actually walking the talk as well, which is walking the walk, which is good. So yeah, I'll leave it there, and yeah, I hope you found that useful, guys, and I will see you next time.